The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Lyra of the Vexarian Empire stood before the assembled delegates, her crystalline skin reflecting the ambient light in patterns of deep frustration. She had come to lodge a formal complaint, one that had consumed 3 months of diplomatic resources and tested the patience of her entire species. "Honored members," Lyra began, her voice carrying the harmonic resonance typical of her kind. "I stand before you today regarding a matter of utmost urgency. The humans have committed an act so insidious, so calculated in its psychological warfare, that my people may never recover." The delegates leaned forward with interest. Humanity, the newest addition to the galactic community, had been surprisingly peaceful since their admission 5 years ago. What could they have possibly done? "They have," Lyra continued, her voice trembling, "weaponized comfort." A murmur rippled through the chamber. Brax, the Thurlian observer, chittered in confusion, his antennae twitching. "Clarify this accusation. Ambassador, the humans have violated no treaties that we are aware of." Lyra's form flickered with barely contained emotion. 3 months ago, a human merchant vessel arrived at our colony world of Vexar Prime. They came bearing what they called cultural gifts, a gesture of goodwill, they said. Among these gifts were garments for our younglings, soft, colorful garments they called matching pajamas. "Sleepwear," Brax noted, accessing his datapad. "Standard textile products." "How is this weaponization?" "Because," Lyra said, her voice rising, "our cubs refuse to wear anything else." The chamber erupted in confused chatter. Lyra raised her hand for silence. "You don't understand. These aren't ordinary garments. The humans somehow engineered them to be impossibly soft. They contain images of creatures called dinosaurs and unicorns that our younglings find irrationally appealing. But worse, far worse, they created them in matching sets." She projected a hologram into the center of the chamber. It showed a group of young Vexarians, their crystalline bodies wrapped in fuzzy, brightly colored fabric adorned with cartoon creatures. They were holding hands, their faces displaying expressions of pure joy. "My own daughter," Lyra said quietly, "wore her dinosaur pajamas to the Imperial Science Academy. She refused to remove them for the ceremonial robing. She said, and I quote, 'But Mama, then I won't match with Kira anymore.'" Brax's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement. "Surely this is simply a phase." "A phase?" Lyra's form blazed bright red. The human merchant returned 2 weeks later. "Do you know what happened? 3,000 Vexarian parents lined up to purchase more sets. We had to implement a lottery system. There were riots, Brax, riots, over matching pajamas." She pulled up another image. Vexarian cubs staging a protest, all wearing various sets of matching pajamas, holding signs that read, "We won't conform," and "Pajamas are freedom." "The humans," Lyra continued, "introduced the concept of Pajama Day to our educational institutions. Now, once per cycle, all younglings are permitted to wear their sleepwear to school. Productivity has dropped 17% on these days, because parents spend the morning coordinating which set their cubs will wear and ensuring they match with their friendship groups." A delegate from the aquatic Selkies spoke up, their translation device converting their whistles into standard Galactic. "Have you attempted to simply manufacture your own versions?" Lyra's laugh was bitter. "We tried. Oh, how we tried. Our finest textile engineers, our most advanced fabrication facilities. Nothing comes close. The humans use something they call microfiber fleece and brushed cotton, combined with what they describe as love and attention to detail. Our scientists believe it may involve some form of psychic imprinting, though the humans insist it's just quality craftsmanship. Brax had been researching throughout the testimony. "Ambassador, I'm reading reports from 17 other species with similar complaints. The Thragons report their warrior class refuses to remove something called hoodies, The crystalline collective has experienced what humans call a sweatpants revolution. The Zentari hive mind has been partially compromised by what humans term onesies. Exactly, Lyra exclaimed. This is a coordinated assault on galactic civilization. The humans have discovered that comfort is addictive. They've created garments so pleasant to wear that rational beings abandon centuries of cultural dress codes. My people have evolved for millions of years to display our emotional states through our crystalline luminescence, but now our cubs hide beneath layers of fleece printed with cute space cats and friendly aliens. Have you spoken with the humans about this? Another delegate asked. I have, Lyra said, projecting a final image. A human merchant, smiling benignly, surrounded by happy alien children of various species, all wearing matching pajamas. They said, and I have this recorded. We just think everyone deserves to be cozy. Would you like to see our new line? It has pockets. The chamber fell silent. The word pockets hung in the air with ominous weight. Pockets, Brax whispered. Functional ones, Lyra confirmed. That can hold datapads, snacks, and small toys. We lost another 1,000 adults to the adult matching pajama market within hours. She looked around the chamber at the assembled delegates. I propose we classify human comfort wear as a controlled substance. These matching pajamas must be regulated before they undermine the social fabric of our civilizations. But even as she spoke, Lyra noticed something that made her crystalline heart sink. Several delegates were discreetly checking their datapads, accessing what appeared to be human merchant catalogs. Brax's antenna had perked up considerably at the mention of pockets. All those in favor of regulation? Lyra asked weakly. Not a single hand was raised. 3 delegates had already placed orders on their tablets. Lyra slumped in defeat. Humanity had won again, not through superior weapons or technology, but through something far more insidious. The universal desire to be comfortable while matching with your friends. As she left the chamber, Lyra's datapad chimed. A message from her daughter. Mama! The humans just released matching pajamas with moons and stars. Can we get the family set? Please? Dad already said yes if you do. Lyra looked at the attached image. Pajamas in deep blue with silver stars. Available in sizes for the whole family. They did look incredibly soft. She placed the order. Humanity, indeed, had weaponized comfort. And the galaxy had no defense against it.